6 things to know before buying an Omega Speedmaster. The Omega Speedmaster was born in a time when dress watches dominated the market. Because it was the first watch worn in space and on the moon, the most famous watch is now regarded as one of the most significant watches in history. Welcome back to our channel. This video will discuss 6 things to know before buying the mighty Omega Speedmaster. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, get latest updates of our videos by clicking the red icon here. The space race in the 1950s and 1960s profoundly impacted the history of this watch, which has a long history in racing. It is one of the few watches of the only watch you'll ever need. Variety and comes highly recommended when making a first significant watch purchase. We adore Speedy because it is the kind of watch that both beginning and experienced collectors will respect. The blows keep coming in. Omega startled everyone by releasing the retro-modern Speedmaster chronoscope after the previous year. The Dark Side of the Moon sub-collection, one of my favorites, must also be mentioned. An understatement, if there ever was one, Speedmasters are many and available in a wide range of shapes, sizes, and materials. Although a special edition Speedmaster wasn't necessary, it didn't hurt to feature this icon for your weekend enjoyment. The Speedmaster, one of Omega's most known watches, inspired an entire range of timepieces with numerous variant versions. A tachymeter bezel and a chronograph function are still present. However, there have been a lot of alterations to the case, display, movement, size, and materials. Once you leave the regular Moon Watch sub-collection, it's also common to see multiple iterations of a single reference number. The collection has many special edition models and production references, making matters more difficult. Buying a used Speedmaster can seem challenging if you don't know what to look for. Given this, conducting your research before purchasing any Omega Speedmaster is imperative. And therefore, let's discuss the 6 things before you buy Omega Speedmaster. Number 1 is sizing. The numbers on paper don't always match how the watch feels on the wrist, as you may have experienced if you have had the opportunity to try on several watches. Additionally, the Speedmaster is frequently listed as a watch that is a little bit misleading on paper, if you read papers on the topic of watch sizing on the internet. A Speedmaster Professional has a diameter of 42mm, a height of 47mm, and a thickness of 13mm. That should sound substantial, but wearing the finished item reduces its size. There are several causes for this. First, the watch has a 42mm diameter, including the crown guards, but it wears closer to 40mm because of the narrower bezel. The dome crystal on top and the bottom casing is 13mm thick. These components will essentially vanish while you are wearing the watch. The mid case, which is rather thin, is what is left. It's better to try it once before you buy it. Number 2 is that the Omega Speedmaster watches hold their value well. The Omega Speedmaster, in my opinion, achieves a balance that is possibly unique in the watch industry. The Moon Watch was consistently made in large numbers. When you buy this renowned Omega chronograph, you never have to be concerned about long wait times or increasing market costs. However, because the Omega Speedmaster is such a highly liked timepiece, its value holds up well, making a significant decline in value soon improbable. You can even anticipate a value increase for your watch in the long run. Omega also frequently raises the MSRP for the renowned Moon Watch, which raises its market value. Some earlier Omega icon references cost as much as new models. In contrast, others that are well-known vintage references have turned into outright investments and are selling for prices that are higher than the current models. Pre-moon references, or watches created before the moon landing, are extremely sought-after collectibles, with market prices exceeding $10,000. Number 3 is choosing between the classic one or the automatic one. A Speedmaster is not an automatic one. I suggest beginning your exploration of Speedmaster with the classic, centered primarily on Speedmaster Professionals. With so many options, starting firmly in the middle and working your way out to the edges can be helpful. Additionally, there are always buyers of used Speedmasters, so if you start with a Pro, you can sell it later without difficulty. Purchasing pre-owned is always a tempting choice when looking for a luxury watch that will retain its value. When you purchase a pre-owned watch, you can avoid a financial blow because the initial buyer has already paid for the immediate depreciation that occurs with most watches. Your Speedmaster may be purchased for less than retail, and if you know where to look, it may be even in brand new or otherwise outstanding condition. Many trustworthy merchants will also perform the essential actions to certify the watch, ensuring it is real and functioning properly. Here's a short reminder that Omega transitioned from tritium to luminova around 1997. The Rolex timeline is also comparable to this one, and it's crucial to remember for 2 opposed reasons. Choose the fast manufactured after 1997 if you prioritize visibility in dim lighting. However, if you adore the coziness and charm of the old tritium, go with a speedy made before 1997. The number 4 is servicing. Watches are machines, and machines require regular maintenance. It is advised to get them serviced typically once every 7 years. You might want to get it checked out a little earlier if it's your everyday car and you're putting more miles on it. You can increase that 7 years to possibly 8, 9, or even 10 if there is only one watch or if there is a larger collection. Great engineering produced magnificent artifacts like mechanical timepieces, frequently made in significant part by hand. Some of those mechanical components may require frequent maintenance, while others may even need to be replaced. Also, like your car's oil, oils don't stay forever. When servicing your watch, the store must insert brand new oils into the movement. A comprehensive watch service is advised every 3 to 5 years according to an industry standard. After that window, damaged parts will probably damage other parts. Oils may dry out, causing more damage inside the watch. These cumulative damages will raise the cost of restoration. Number 5 is choosing the right combination. There have been numerous references to the Speedmaster over its more than 60-year history. From reference to reference, various factors will vary, including movements, hand shapes, bezel designs, and crown guards or their absence. Sorts of looms, case stacks, crystals, logos, etc. Even though these are ultimately quite tiny distinctions, it's still useful to know which combination you prefer because the watch will inform you of all the specifics. It's useful to know if the watch you're acquiring has the right heart, which is possibly more important. In particular, this is true with vintage Speedmasters. Number 6 is that swimming with the Speedmaster is possible. You've probably seen a meme or 2 or 10 if you watch meme accounts on Instagram. However, because of the Speedmaster's lack of water resistance, many believe the Moon watch cannot handle a quick swim. There is some truth to this, as I wouldn't advise swimming with a Speedmaster from the 1980s. One that can withstand 30 meters of water or one that hasn't been through recent pressure testing. However, the contemporary Speedmaster has a water resistance of 50 meters, which is considered safe for a pool plunge. Just be careful not to use the crown or pushers while it is submerged, as doing so could turn your Speedmaster into a Seamaster. Dive watches must resist crushing depths since diving puts great pressure on the diver. To ensure ultimate safety, Omega tests their timepieces at a depth of 300 meters and then applies an extra 25% pressure. Divers can explore safely because of the Seamaster's superhuman capacity to bear deep water pressure. Divers who use these watches may be sure that their dive times are accurate and that their expensive watches will hold up underwater. You can rely on Omega's long history of producing high-quality, reliable diving watches. With that being said, is it worth it? Due to its historical significance, unrivaled performance, and enduring respect from watch enthusiasts, the Omega Speedmaster unquestionably has a high collector value. Since its introduction, the Moon watches continue to be the most widely worn timepiece in the Speedmaster lineup. The Speedmaster is a fantastic long-term investment because it is one of the most renowned mechanical chronograph watches ever produced. A classic Omega Speedmaster watch can cost more than 584,800 Hong Kong dollars, depending on its age, condition, and rarity. The price of rare and significant objects in history is higher. The Omega Speedmaster Professional is undoubtedly one of the most illustrious and iconic timepieces in history. However, the moon landing took place over 50 years ago. Additionally, the brand new Omega X watch, Moon Swatch, provides watch enthusiasts with a novel homage as a substitute. So, will owning an Omega Speedmaster Professional be fashionable in 2022? Definitely in my opinion. Why? I guess this video has explained it all to you. So, when are you buying it? Are you excited? That is all for this video. We will be back soon with another Luxe video. Don't forget to like and share this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can do so by clicking here. Until next time.